Hi, neighbors. Happy Tuesday. Angel Johnston, Mayor of Three Rivers here saying hello. I just got back from the Fabius Township Planning Commission meeting, and though I generally keep this channel to things that are just about the city of Three Rivers, I will go to my grave telling everybody who will listen that Three Rivers does not end at city limits. Our townships and our surrounding areas are just as much Three Rivers as the city of Three Rivers is. So there was a proposed cell tower to go up at the intersection of Hoffman and Day, just a smidgen west of Day Road. That's an area that is incredibly close to my heart. The idea of a cell tower there turns my stomach and just makes me so sad. So I went to the Planning Commission tonight, intending to just give them my thoughts and join the others who I knew would be there to speak against it. The zoning administrator did a fantastic job of laying out the facts. I believe his name is Matt Jorgensen. Sir, if I've got your name wrong, please forgive me. I didn't look it up on my way in to do this video, but I think it's Matt Jorgensen, and he's the zoning administrator for a couple of our townships, and he's fantastic. He laid out all the facts as they were, let the commission know, excuse me, what they could and couldn't do. And essentially what this came down to was federal requirements. And if this cell tower met the approved special use options, there was nothing they could do to stop it. Now, I don't think that there was a single planning commissioner who really wanted this tower. I won't speak for them, but I can just say from their demeanors, nobody was like, yay, we're going to get a cell tower. It was like, oh my gosh, we have to do this. And they said that several times, like, we don't have a choice here. Several people spoke. Everybody made really good points about how much they don't want it. Nobody wants it. But ultimately, the Planning Commission had to agree to it because it fit the criteria. And a couple of those criteria that came about were, it was something like, if they allow structures that high, then they have to let this thing come in. Well, they do because of silos. It's agricultural land. You don't want to limit a farmer's option to have a silo. And I don't believe that anybody who made those ordinances, back in the day, I'm sure they're not recent. I don't think anybody was thinking about cell towers at the time. So if anybody's mad about it, you can be mad about it. I'm mad about it. I'm not just mad, I feel bad about it. And I'm sad that that piece of land is going to have a giant cell tower on it. Now, is it going to be nice to have good cell coverage? Yeah, I guess it will be. And I'm going to try to look at that as the silver lining. Somebody very, very, very close to me lives nearby and occasionally needs an ambulance. And let me tell you that when you call 911 and your signal can drop at any moment, it's a much different call. And that you're far away from first responders, it's a much different call than you make here in the city when they're going to be here in a minute and a half and your phone's not going to drop out. The last time I had to call 911 out there, I actually had to get transferred because my phone, I think it picked up St. Joe and it was supposed to go to Marcellus. And I remember yelling at the dispatcher, like, please take this information. My call could drop. Please make sure they get this address and send an ambulance. And she was just like, yep, hold on, hang on a second. Just couldn't have cared less. And that was a really, really, really tough call and a really tough 20-minute wait for the ambulance. When they got there, they were fabulous. Thank goodness everybody was okay. But as I was thinking about going there today, I thought, well, you'll have good cell signal if you ever have to call an ambulance again. And I still thought to myself, it's probably better to learn how to manage the issue that we need the ambulance for better rather than to have this tower. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an inside track of how sometimes as a local government, we don't have the right to say no to something. This is, a federal FCC issue, and there's nothing they could do to stop it. Could the Planning Commission have voted no? I guess symbolically they could have. And I guess this will still go to their full commission. Could they vote no? And I guess, and then just get trampled on by the feds and cause problems? That's what would happen. Ultimately, that tower's going in and there's nothing they can do about it. So this comes down to a constitutional issue, in my opinion. we have, the powers are enumerated. I don't want to get too deep into Constitution here, but this is one of those times when I just really wish we had more local control. And I can tell you that at some point, something is going to come across the city commission that we're not going to be able to say no to, or we're going to have to say yes to, one way or the other. And I'm going to refer back to this video and I'm going to say, hey, everybody, remember when it happened to Fabius? It's happening to us right now. So please don't give the Fabius people a hard time. And hey, if you're happy about the cell tower, good for you. You'll have a better signal. But some people worked really, really hard on this and they did their very best. And I just wanted to give credit where it's due and let people know that we don't always have a choice. And, symbolic votes don't go anywhere. They just cause legal trouble and cost taxpayers money. So if I were sitting on that board, sadly, I would have voted exactly the same way they did because they didn't have a choice. And it was, unfortunately, in my opinion, the responsible thing to do to vote yes, because the cell tower met the criteria. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed this beautiful 40+ degree day and got your sidewalks taken care of if there was still snow on them. I know I made sure mine were in good shape today. So thank you for watching and have a great night, everybody. Take care.